Shalom. All praises to Yahweh Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shah, Ba'ashem, Rakakwadash. This is y&ymission. I'd like to give double honors to the apostles and elders, a great millstone who rule well. y&ymission teaches the 100% truth like doctrine as GMS. Okay, I just want to bring out a video and some scriptures on everything that's going on. So much news going on today, and it's all leading up to June 14th. You know, the parade, aka possible staging of military assets in DC. Trump's birthday is, of course, is on June 14th as well. That is a Sabbath, Saturday. Okay, and then you got all this other stuff going on. Okay, so I'm just gonna run through it. Okay, flash: Israel confirms they will attack Iran. Okay, multiple intelligence agencies are saying that Israel is gonna attack Iran. This is a message that was conveyed to the other nations that are close to Israel and Iran. Even the smallest intervention on your part, whatever it may be, will trigger a disproportionate Israeli response directed at your entire country. Within hours, we will destroy all critical infrastructure in your nation, including ports, power stations, military bases, strategic roads, even populated areas will not be excluded from the target list. Now, this is a threat to the surrounding nations, okay, not Iran. Okay, they're going after Iran, but this is what Amalek is threatening all the other Arab nations, okay, Iraq, Lebanon, Syria, whatnot. Okay, so if they jump in, basically Amalek is saying he gonna smoke them too. All right, so that's happening. Okay, more Democrats getting handcuffed. Okay, United States Democrat Senator Jose. Okay, so these idiots are getting arrested left and right. Remember, you got judges that have been arrested so far. You got congressmen that have either been put to death or arrested so far. Okay, so you got that going on. Okay, and the embassies are preparing. U.S. embassies and whatnot are preparing to evacuate their diplomats and whatnot. Okay, and Benjamin Netanyahu is telling the hospitals in Israel to tighten up. Okay, basically the bullshit is about to come. U.S. State Department has canceled its daily press briefing for today. Okay, so there's a lot going on. Signal that Iran attack may be ongoing at that time. They're telling everybody to be prepared. Or anyone thinks, blase times seem to be up. For what it's worth, tomorrow is Friday the 13th, and you know how Esau get down on Friday the 13th. Okay, it's always evil centered around that day and that number 13. Okay, 6. Okay, 13. All right, so something is going down. A lot of people are figuring out too that, like men of the Lord, servants of the Lord, have been saying that these are paid agitators and protesters. Okay, here you go, arrested man who supplied face shield masks to LA riders. Okay, they got one of them. Okay, and we servants of the Lord, men of the Lord, prophets and whatnot, start from the apostles and elders, a great millstone, all the way down. I've been telling you for years, and in these recent years, 5 years, that these people are paid actors, crisis actors, agitators, protesters, paid, okay, and brought, and so the different agencies are involved in this thing too. This ploy is all to get the house of Israel, you northern tribe, you southern tribe, rounded up so they can implement martial law and bring down draconian measures and ultimately give you the MOTB. All right, that's why this is happening. All right, so I'm gonna bring out the video and then I'm gonna bring out some scriptures.
Where you could get hit by a rubber bullet or a rock that's being thrown from protesters towards police as well. As it looks like, we have people right now, look at this, dropping off food and water. I mean, preparations are underway for what could be a long night right now.
Interesting to see that. Christina Gonzalez was saying that this is not an organized rally like we saw earlier in the day, where you have the different organizations that are backing some of these protests. This is more, she said, organic, and maybe that's what you're seeing there. I'm hoping that is...
What are those boxes?
Are those masks of some sort? Are those gas masks?
I'm trying to see
that doesn't look like food and
those
water.
Looks like masks.
Yeah, no, those are masks. Yeah, so people are prepping for some sort of altercation with police as we speak.
Yeah, because, this is a different scene than what
this intersection, like I
yeah. I mean, we saw
at this intersection, like I said, there's no local police. We've been seeing the burnouts.
A very different scene. And are those hats that you wear that are more like helmets? I mean, this is a worrying sight. I mean, Christina's site, which is like very close by, she was describing a festive atmosphere, and it looked like a lot of folks, including a lot of older folks, who were there for the right reasons.
This guy's tagging the sidewalk, right?
You know, this is troublemakers. You probably don't put on a mask unless you have a plan of not wanting somebody to see your face. And so this is concerning.
Well, the woman who was handing out the masks, you see her quite clearly there in that beige T-shirt. She's not covering her face at all. So I would love to hear from her as to what this is about. Alex, you do bring up the fact that this could be very concerning. It is a Monday and not the weekend, so you're wondering how many people are wanting to stick around through the evening. Matthew.
Okay, so you see one of their own. Okay, Esau is on the news. His anchors, okay, his newscasters, they don't know what's going on. They were taken aback by what they were seeing, okay, and ready to snitch, okay, their own people. So Esau's getting sloppy. He's coming down with great wrath because he knows that he has little time. Also, they got this guy looking like a northern tribe. He may look like a Gadite. I don't know, but he did have, we know that Esau has told, has Jake in his military and willing to, use him and put him up there, okay, and as a pawn, as a pansy, okay. So things are getting more crazier, more hectic, okay, and much more sloppy. Look, further searches also turned up this image seeming to show the same man as part of a group calling itself Brown Berets, a radical Latino paramilitary group, okay. And we know ultimately through the spirit and power of Yahweh Bashem Yahushua, okay, they want to go after the men of the Lord, the prophets, the servants, okay, the men that are out there on the highways and byways prophesying and bringing this place down, okay. But they have to go through back avenues and, come up with all types of, groups and different fronts in order to go after the men of the Lord, okay? So this thing is getting more crazier. It's heating up in between now and Saturday. Anything can happen, okay? He was dropping off supplies, okay, and different things, okay? He had the green light from Esau to do that in broad daylight, okay? He's paid off, okay, a shield, okay, just like Carrot Top was, all right? So it's a lot going on, okay? And this is just to make Northern Tribe look bad even more, okay? So they can go after him. So Matthew 24:6, and ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. See that ye be not troubled, for all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet. Right, and we're going to hear about what? Wars and rumors of wars, not only in across in Europe and Middle East and Asia, but we're hearing about wars and rumors of wars here. You have the protests and whatnot. Things can heat up, okay? And things are heating up. The U.S. and Israel are about to go after Iran, okay? And all hell can break loose possibly by Saturday, okay? Hopefully it does, okay? Hopefully that parade is nothing but a shield to stage military assets in D.C. and protect D.C. so that this thing can finally start moving. Jacob's trouble can finally get fully underway. Okay, it's long overdue. 2nd Ezra 15-16, for there shall be sedition among men, and invading one another. They shall not regard their kings nor princes, and the course of their actions shall stand in their power. Okay, so you see these paid agitators, paid protesters, even this guy, and then you have the people that are trying to hop on the bandwagon that aren't part of this, or that are going to use this opportunity to loot, okay, to steal, okay, to rob, and to do all types of crimes that aren't being paid, to do the things that they're doing, okay? That's you two-thirds and you heathens, you so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans, and you men of other nations, okay? But particularly the house of Israel, you so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans, you two-thirds, okay? You're going to be involved in just doing shit for your own benefit. They already broke in the Apple store out there in L.A., okay? Tagged up government buildings, okay? And broke into other retail stores, okay? And those men, okay, and women that were a part of that, most likely weren't. Some of them were paid agitators and actors, and some of them weren't, okay? So you're going to have a mix of the grassroots in there with the objective, assignment-driven, paid for, brought for protester, agitator, okay? All right. So Jeremiah 4:22, for my people is foolish. They have not known me. They are sottish children. We went over that. That means stupid. And they have none understanding. Okay. They are wise to do evil, but to do good, they have no knowledge. And that is the two-thirds in there. And that is that don't know what's going on, that are out there, or, commentating from the sidelines, you so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans, and Hispanics, House of Israel. And this is for you Israelites that are in the known, that are in the military, okay, that are being patsies, that are being pawns for Esau's overall objective on different levels, that are in these different agencies, okay, that are even monitoring men of the Lord, servants of the Lord, prophets of the Lord, YouTube pages, and taking them down and striking them, okay. You are foolish, okay, and stupid, okay, and you have no understanding, okay, and you're wise to do evil to your own people. You're wise to do evil to people of other nations. You're wise to do evil with this devil, okay? And you have no knowledge of the Heavenly Father, okay? So you're going to be taken out, okay? You're being used, and you see that guy, he looked like a Gadite from the looks of it, but, you got to try the spirit in order to fully understand and know, all right? So, but I'm just going by appearance, on the outer appearance, and I know looks can be deceiving, but to me, through the spirit, he looked like a Gadite or Northern tribe member, okay? And Esau is going to put the blame on Northern tribe and Southern tribe, okay? The Northern tribe is first, the Southern tribe is going to get it the worst, okay? But you two-thirds, you house of Israel, Northern and Southern tribe, you don't know the Heavenly Father, okay? So he's going to destroy you, okay? You guys are playing games. You want this place to go on, and you're siding with Esau in different ways, whether you're in the mix or not, okay? If you're not repenting and coming back to the Heavenly Father, which is in His Heavenly Son, Yahweh and Yahweh Shah, then you will not be saved. You will not have a seat in a bunker. You will not have a seat on the chariot, okay? You will be utterly destroyed, okay? You're going to know death by pain, okay? Whether you sold out for a couple of pennies now, okay? Or you just don't give a fuck. You turn the blind eye, and you're scoffing and mocking and not paying attention to what the men of the Lord, servants of the Lord are saying and doing and showing you, or you just want to turn your blind eye to the two-thirds and what Esau is doing, okay, and how he's putting you in a trick bag. You're going to be utterly destroyed if you don't come back to the Heavenly Father. Time is running out, okay? Joel 3:11, assemble yourselves and come, all ye heathen, and gather yourselves together round about. Thither cause thy mighty ones to come down, right? All the heathen are assembling themselves, whether they be paid agitators, working for George Soros, okay, working for these different groups and agencies that are undercover, protesting and whatnot. They're gathering themselves, okay, round about all the heathen, okay. We know that Amalek is the head tribe, and he's over in Israel right now preparing to strike Iran, okay. So they're gathering themselves, okay. They're doing muster calls, mustering up the spirit, okay, that the spirit of Yahweh Bashem, Yahweh Shah has put on them to destroy themselves, okay. A house divided cannot stand, okay, and that's what you're seeing right now, and you're seeing a whole bunch of confusion. But the ultimate goal is to what? Blame the house of Israel. You two-thirds, okay, you so-called blacks, Latinos, Native Americans, okay, Seminole Indians, okay. The ultimate goal is to bring this place down, to blame you, kick you out of the country, lock you up in all these prisons that are opening up all over, and to ultimately stop prophecy, okay. That's what That's why they're attacking Iran. That's why they're doing making these moves with Northern Tribe and soon Southern Tribe. Okay, it is so the heathens, particularly Amalek, has a plan to try to stop or offset prophecy, but that will not happen. Okay, in these times. Okay, time is running short. This man is coming down with great wrath, and he knows it. Okay, and we just proved that. Okay, all right. So look, everything is coming out. Okay, Luke 8:17, for nothing is secret that shall not be made manifest. And we're seeing that right now. Okay, neither anything hid that shall not be known and come abroad. Okay, so everything is coming out. You see how the guy just pulled up, okay, with the truck, everybody, jumping in, or jumping on a flatbed trying to pull out stuff, see what they're getting, and everything. It was no communication between him and the protesters because they work for different agencies. Okay, it's the same bird, whatever side. Okay, military industrial complex or whatever. He has his duties and they have theirs. Okay, all he has to do is pull up on the scene. Okay, so it wasn't no secret. He did it in broad daylight. The news anchors were confused and distraught at what they were seeing. Okay, and they picked it out easily. Okay, but even a lot of them are paid CIA shills. Okay, a lot of the news anchors that have left the news agencies and that are no longer casting and whatnot, they are regardless what network they're on, they are running to their bunkers. Okay, they have went to their bunkers. They were more senior and did things longer for the best interest of Esau to destroy this place and bring down this nation. So they think for right now that they've gotten away by retiring and falling back. Okay. But these anchors that are working, they could see that that was wrong. They thought it was supplies of food or something, but then it became more of a malevolent scene. Okay, gas masks and whatnot. All right, so it was a care package delivered. Okay, and it was in broad daylight. Everybody saw it. Okay, that's how they were able to find out who it was. The shield, this pawn. Okay, this member that looks like he could be from the Northern Tribe. Okay, double agent or agent for agent provocateur. Okay, so these things are being manifest. Okay, Psalms 2:1. Why do the heathen rage and the people imagine a vain thing? And the people out there, the heathen, are doing this. Okay, because they're raging, they're mad, they want to hold on to their kingdom. They imagine if they can get rid of the prophecies, whether in the Middle East or here at home, by kicking out as many Israelites and killing as many Israelites as they can. Okay, they imagine a vain thing about offsetting prophecy, and that's not going to happen, no matter what they can do or try to do. Okay, the election. Okay, the elect will be sealed if they haven't already been sealed, and the house Israel is gonna ultimately win. Okay, and triumph over the heathen and their enemies. Okay, due to the spirit and power of Yahweh Ba'Shem, Yahweh Shah Ba'Shem. All right, so the men of the Lord, servants of the Lord, starting with the apostles and elders, a great millstone all the way down, have been telling you these things and warning you about these things for decades and years. Okay, and it has still, even to this very day, where things are popping up in your faces. Okay, you 2/3 and you heathens still make excuses, still turn a blind eye. Okay, still don't take heed, or still don't understand what's going on. So because of that, you're going to be destroyed. Okay, you got your blinders on. Okay, your high beams. Okay, well, not your high beams, but you got your spiritual blinders on, so you can't see shit. All right, like a deer in the headlights right now. All right, and the Lord is coming down with great wrath all over. Okay, Judgment Day is a lot of stuff going to be going on, and Yahweh Shah is on his way. All right, so between now and the 14th, anything can happen. Okay, anything can happen. Okay, as a watchman, I will continue to be on my watch and reporting anything and everything as much as possible, why I can, when I can, how I can. Okay, so with that, I like to say all praises to Yahweh Ba'Shem, Yahweh Shah Ba'Shem, Rakak Radash. This is why I mission. Shalom.